Hello everyone, Alzion the Great here. Welcome back to the Colorado State Dynasty on College Football Revamped. Today we take on the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors in a game of same trends and same results. Colorado State's last two games have been excellent for their offense and their defense has made plays, and Hawaii has lost their last two games, so which team can break those trends or set those trends following this game? Also, whose defense is going to show up? Because this is statistically two of the worst defenses in the nation, despite Colorado State making a couple plays early. Also, last week I said Wyoming was realistically, with us eliminating them technically from the Mountain West Conference title chase. Technically, if we win this game, we're only going to have one loss, and we're going to be chasing Air Force. So despite the fact we're at, 1-4 or 1-5 right now, we could totally chase the Mountain West as Clay Millen and Ajon Vivens come out to start at the offset formation. It's a handoff to Vivens as he gets a big run here, 9 yards. The running game has been a weak point for this Colorado State offense. We'll see if this 3-3-5 defense for Hawaii helps those running stats for Colorado State as Vivens gets two on what looked like the exact same play. Millen then throws across the middle for the first reception for Ty McCullough in this game, as it'll be 2nd and 3, and a quarterback draw. You never see that. It's the first time it's been called all year, I believe, as Millen gets 4, trying to establish the run early against Hawaii. Another handoff to Ajon, not even an option play, it's just a straight handoff, as he gets 4, and Colorado State rests some of their players, as it looks like David Bailey is in, but it is a pass for Clay Millen, as he'll throw it across the middle, or not across the middle, but it's intercepted anyway, as that is a turnover for the Colorado State Rams, as we go away from the run game for one play, and it does not work, as out comes Cameron Cooper and the Hawaii offense. And on the first play, it's triple option, as Cooper throws it back and no one's there. What's that? We've seen that play before. We've done it before. And Colorado State gets it right back. Bam Amina gets the fumble recovery, as the botched triple option means Colorado State takes over with great field position. The only question is, can Clay Millen and Colorado State capitalize on this? It'll be 1st and 10 from about the 15. Handoff to David Bailey, his first in a while, but he will not get much out of it, only 1 yard. Still not sure what has caused David Bailey to miss these last few games entirely, as now on 3rd and 9, it's a short pass to Melquan Stovall for 3 yards, and that will lead to a field goal for Colorado State. As we get a studio update, Western Kentucky shocks number 7 Army as they lose their first game of the season, and the Group of Five's best hope at a playoff participant has been snuffed out. As it'll be 1st and 10 for Cameron Cooper and Hawaii. Can they avoid the fumble? Well, they hand it off to their probably most reliable player, Dedrick Parson. He runs this offense literally and figuratively, as it'll be 2nd and 3 for Hawaii on their first official drive, I guess, as it'll be a throw out and a catch. Across the 40 down to the 41 goes James Phillips as he gets 12. As this Hawaii offense is a very balanced offense from what I've seen so far, but it's another handoff to Dedrick Parson on the draw, and he only gets about 1, making it 3rd and 8, as it be trips to the right, almost an offsides but not called, and it's a screen. They get it out to Dedrick Parson, and he will not be taken down as he makes a man miss as he gets shoved out of bounds there. You have to make that tackle, but a 15-yard reception for Dedrick Parson, as Cooper now takes the snap and throws, and a guy got off the release, and it will be a touchdown for Hawaii. Jonah Panoke, a 42-yard touchdown reception, just absolutely destroyed the corner off the release. And that is a touchdown as Hawaii takes the lead 7-3. Now Colorado State playing from a comfortable spot, unfortunately being behind, but they're going to still run with Ajon Vivens. They're only down 4. You can't abandon the run game then, and especially with how successful it's been today, just early on so far. 2nd and 3, it'll be another handoff to Ajon, and he gets up the middle again, gashing them for another 8-yard run, as David Bailey comes back into the game. And it's a handoff to him, and he gets some running room, but as you can see, not as explosive as Ajon, making it 3rd and 8. Millen drops back, throws across the middle, and it is caught by Torrey Horton, but only for 6 yards. Colorado State hurries up to the line. They do have Bailey in. He is the power back. They do hand it off to him. Makes a man miss, and he can't get there, but there is a flag. Maybe it's a face mask. No, it's a holding on Hawaii, or on Colorado State, excuse me. And that was the Ty McCullough. That will force a punt out of Colorado State. So once again, Cameron Cooper and Dedrick Parson line up in the backfield. Formation we've seen before, but it's a handoff straight up the middle to Dedrick, as he only gets 3. Remember, Colorado State's run defense is one of the best in the nation, although that's mainly because teams don't need to run against them a whole bunch. As Cooper, off of his back foot, does find a guy on 3rd and 7. It's James Phillips again for 14. As now, balanced formation here. I forget what the formation's called. Okay, shut up. Cameron Cooper fakes the handoff, throws it across the field, and it's caught by Zion Bowens for 14 yards. Hawaii moving down the field in chunks. But they get to a 3rd and 5 just outside the red zone. Cooper blitz sacked. Cameron Carter goes right up the gut and takes him down. Colorado State makes it 4th and 11. That will force a field goal try. As they take their time for some reason. He snaps it. The kick is up, and we can't see because of the canopy. But it doinks off the upright, I believe. There's no other way it would do that reaction as we get the, I guess, pylon cam. As it does indeed doink off the upright. So Colorado State catches a little bit of a break, still only down 4. As Millen throws across the middle, or I keep saying across the middle, everything goes across the middle. Ty McCullough gets 17 on that play. As safety blitz incoming, but a perfectly called screen. But Millen decides to tuck it and run for some stupid reason. That almost made me bench him right there. I was just not at all happy with that decision. But 2nd and 21. Can't get much worse from here. Millen throws it up, and it can't get worse as it's intercepted for the 2nd time today. There's now 3 turnovers in the first quarter. Hugh Nelson, the 2nd, managed to snag that one as Hawaii's defense takes over. Both defenses stepping up at least here in the first quarter as we see a 5-wide set on the ensuing drive. 3rd and 10. Cooper across the middle does get it to his receiver, and he does manage to get the first down. Christopher Jackson gets 13. As we head into the second quarter now, another 3rd down. They haven't gone very far on 1st or 2nd down so far during their drives, as Cooper, under a little bit of pressure, throws, and he's intercepted. Colorado State takes it back. It's Taiwan Francis getting his first, as he kind of got blocked by his teammates there. He could have maybe gone for a pick 6, but regardless, he gets the interception, and Colorado State turns over Hawaii again. This is 4 in the first half. The total turnovers anyway, not team turnovers, as Vivens gets 4 yards here. And 2nd and 6. Millen blitz off the edge, but he does manage to get it out to Melquan Stovall for 15 yards. Colorado State in business. Handoff to Vivens, and he gets a big run, makes a cut, and gets down. No, he lost the football. It's a fumble. Hawaii's recovered. The 5th turnover from either team in the first half. Sloppy gameplay and amazing defensive play. But this is going to be reviewed by the booth. I thought he was down, and it looks like he's down there. Get another angle. Yeah, that second one definitely saw that knee go down, and they do give it back to Colorado State now inside the 10 on 2nd and 6. Millen throws, and it's caught by Dante Wright for 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 1 with Vivens in. Maybe considering a run here, but Millen changing the play. It is a pass. He throws it short across the middle, and it's caught by Dante Wright for a first down, but not a touchdown. It's a handoff. David Bailey does get in. His first touchdown of the season. He still has less than 100 yards, but he is at least committing to what he was, brought in to be a power back. As Colorado State, pending PAT, which is good, takes the lead 10-7. As now Cameron Cooper trying to get his guys back. It does an option, makes a guy miss, and only gets 7. Can't feel much pressure from Hawaii to change up anything, even though they can still run with Dedrick Parson or pass it. As this play is going to be made by CJ Onyechi. He just took that offensive lineman right into Dedrick Parson, and he couldn't do anything. But Taiwan Francis gets credit for the sack, or the tackle for loss, excuse me. So far having a really good first half. As 3rd and 9, Cooper under a little bit of pressure overthrows Dedrick Parson, incomplete, and that'll be a punt. Colorado State taking over at the 31, at their own 31-yard line. Another handoff, Ajon Vivens, another big run. This time he gets 11. He has not been stopped today, as Colorado State still in their default hurry up. Throw short to Melquan Stovall, who almost gets the first down. It'll be 2nd and inches. As Colorado State still hurrying up. Guess what it's going to be? Handoff, Vivens. Look at the push from the offensive line as he makes some cuts, and as he gets 12 yards there. You can see the total yards. Colorado State about 15 ahead of Hawaii, and they're also driving. Trips right. It's a handoff. This time Jalen Thomas, as he also manages to get a significant chunk there on 2nd and 12. As it'll be 3rd and 3. Hawaii stacking the box, and it's an option play. Millen can't get there, though. It'll be 4th and 1 as he only gets 2. Colorado State hurries up, but they don't have Vivens in the game. It's Jalen Thomas, and Millen hands it off to him, and he just manages to get the first down, as the young Ram does manage to succeed. Colorado State still hurrying up, still with Thomas in the game, as Millen, no pressure, decides to take off, runs into his own offensive lineman, but gets out as he slides down and gets 4, making it 3rd and 1. Jalen Thomas still in the game. Another handoff as he gets the first down, and yeah, sorry, my controller completely decided to screw up. But 1st and 10, throw across the middle, and it's caught by Thomas Panunzio as he gets down to the half-yard line. And it'll be 1st and goal. Quarterback sneak from Clay Millen, and Colorado State will take a 10-point lead with 3 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. As we get another studio update, Oregon potentially ending the Pac-12's playoffs hopes, knocks off UCLA as Dorian Thompson-Robinson couldn't get much going on offense for the Bruins. But back to Hawaii. Cameron Cooper on 2nd and 10. Throws short across the middle. Intercepted. Guess who? It's Taiwan Francis. And that is the 5th turnover of the first half. Colorado State's defense showing up as Taiwan Francis ties the team lead in interceptions in 1 day. As now, Colorado State, with 1:44 to work with, has an opportunity. Millen drops back. He throws deep. It's deep attack, and it finally works. Melquan Stovall gets 35. I've been calling deep attack all year, and it finally works. As we get 1st and goal in just under 10 seconds, as Millen pulls it, trying to run. He gets through the line, and he does not get a touchdown, even though he does get 7. Now 2nd and goal with under a minute left. Motion from Tanner Arkin as Millen hands off. David Bailey walks in for his 2nd touchdown run of the day. And Colorado State is now up 24-7 heading into half. What a game so far from the Colorado State offense and defense. Hawaii has some work to do as they start off the 3rd quarter down 17-7, or well, 24-7, but down 17 points, as it'll be a quick throw off to Dedrick Parson, who does manage to get 16 yards, a good first play, as Hawaii once again get back to the line. Dedrick Parson still in the backfield. They've hardly used any other backs to this point, as it'll be a throw for Cameron Cooper. Goes it short, and it is caught for about 8 yards by Zion Bowers. Bowers? Anyway, 2nd and 2, as it's not going to be a handoff, and it's going to be a sack. Big Bam makes another big play, a 6-yard loss, as the Colorado State defense pushes Hawaii back, and now it's 3rd and 8. They've been passing quite a bit today. I imagine they would on this, as they will. Looks like an RPO, and it's almost intercepted. DeQuan Jackson, not used to getting his hands on the ball like that. forces a punt. Now Colorado State can just run this ball as they have all day. And it looks like they're actually not going to hurry up. They're going to go ahead and start draining the clock. They want to end this game, I guess, slowly but quickly, as it's another handoff to Ajon Vivens as he gets 10 more. Colorado State, it seemingly has an objective, and it is run the ball, and it's working. Ajon, another big run, 11 yards there, as number 1 has been amazing. As on 2nd and 10, once again, another run, but this time he does get stuffed for only 5, as it makes it 3rd down. David Bailey comes in the game as the clock runs down, but it's a snap, and the ball is dropped by Tanner Arkin. Had a defender all over him. Hawaii forces a punt. No, wait, no, they don't actually. Colorado State's going for it on 4th and 5 in no man's land, as they do snap the ball, and it's a throw and catch. Torrey Horton gets 10 as number 10 moves the chains with his only 2nd reception of the day. We haven't really thrown it much. When we have, it has not gone his way. But regardless, Colorado State keeps their drive moving. It's a handoff to Ajon, gets a block on the edge and manages to get 6. Has now under 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 4, a handoff to Vivens again. This time he gets really close to the 1st down marker, but does not get it. It will be 3rd and 1. Jalen Thomas comes in as down to 2 seconds and a snap, and it's a fake. It's an option again. Millen does not slide this time, though, but he gets 7 yards out of it, as Hawaii's run defense has not been excellent today. It's a handoff. Bailey gets 4 yards on that play. Colorado State still going. Ajon Vivens back in the game now. 2nd and 6. Inside the 10. Looks like at the 6 or 7. It's a screen. Millen throws it this time as Vivens can't get a block, and he fumbles. And just going to let you know right now, this play was brought back, but I just wanted to include it because it was so funny that he fumbled and Hawaii managed to take it all the way back for a touchdown, but it got wiped out. So, as you'll see here, field goal formation, but they boost a few. And this is the raw footage, by the way. I did not edit this part. They just completely skipped the thing. It just said, yeah, we don't even need to review it. He was down. So, Hawaii does not get a touchdown off there, but it will still be 3rd and 6 for Colorado. They still need a 1st down. Millen throws across the middle, caught. Not a touchdown from Helquan Stovall, but a 1st down anyway. It'll be 1st and goal. I guess you can guess what's coming now. Millen, quarterback sneak. He does manage to get in as Colorado State goes up 31-7 over Hawaii, as it has just been one heck of a day, not only for the offense but for the defense as well, which still needs to show up to close out this game here, as it'll be 1st and 10. Cameron Cooper, deep drop, under pressure though, and he's gonna get sacked as he loses 7. Carl Barreto making that play, brings up 3rd and 9 after a 8-yard gain on the previous play, as Cooper under pressure off his spot throws it deep, and it's almost caught, but the ball hits the ground, and it'll be 4th and 9 as Hawaii will punt. And we head into the 4th quarter with our biggest lead and I believe highest scoring output to this point, as it's a handoff. Jalen Thomas, look at the way he's making these defenders look. These guys do not look equipped for run defense at all, as it's another handoff. This time David Bailey manages to get 5, and it'll bring up 3rd and 1. We put in the big guy, Ajon Vivens, as he gets a 1st down, and there's a flag. Usually this signifies holding, but it's a face mask, and that will, help our cause, as JoJo Forrest couldn't keep his hands to himself there. And now, double back formation, as it's a triple option, and Vivens just shoves away a Hawaii defender, then fumbles out of bounds. Oh man, it's just really funny. As 3rd and 1, Millen will not hand off. He will pass. He will actually run for it, and he almost got to the first down marker. They're calling that a sack. I disagree with them. As it'll be 4th and 2, Colorado State just going to go ahead and take the field goal, take the points. They do go up 34-7, as now the backups are in for Colorado State on the defensive side. 3rd and 6. This pass is caught by Jonah Pinoke, who after that big, touchdown catch earlier has not really had much of an impact. So it'll be 3rd and 10 for Cameron Cooper and Hawaii. As Cooper under pressure and sacked, and he fumbled it, and it's picked up by Colorado State. The 4th turnover for Hawaii in this game, and the 6th overall, as Colorado State will be able to, hopefully be able to run out the clock. As once again, I said backups are in. Giles Pooler, Jalen Thomas now going to get more prominent roles, but Pooler is going to throw on 3rd and 7, as he does manage to drop it off short to Panunzio, who only gets 3. So nothing comes of the fumble from Cameron Cooper and Hawaii. As we get near the end of this game now, as a good stop here by Golden actually turns up in being a bad one, as it's a face mask call. Unfortunate for him there, but yeah, just wanted to see if any of these backups could make some plays. It's going to be 3rd and 13 on a screen play. Golden almost gets there, but they drop it off to Dedrick Parson, who only gets 4. As it'll be 4th and 9, and Pooler can end this game. Pooler and Colorado State can end this game with a first down. This will be a handoff. Jalen Thomas only gets 3 there. But now getting really close. 5 wide set on 2nd and 7. But they bring a guy in motion, and it is a screen pass. And he gets taken down, but there was a face mask, and that is how this game ends. Colorado State goes to Hawaii and pretty much crushes them to advance to 2 and 5 on the season. Colorado State wins, as Tywan Francis had one heck of a defensive first half, and Ajon Vivens and the entire offense had one heck of a game just overall. It's all coming together. I mean, we started looking more competitive, coming out of non-conference play, and now we've seemingly hit our peak, which is pretty good heading into the home stretch of the season. This defense only allows 7 points, offense scores 34. That is pretty darn solid, if you ask me. Overall, I think everything's been said. I mean, it was a great game, just flat out. It didn't get off to the best start, especially with the 2 interceptions by Clay Millen. But literally, besides that, there wasn't really a whole bunch of bad to take away from the game. We actually ran the ball for the first time, and it opened up the playbook ever so slightly so that we could, have a good day. We didn't need to score much in the 3rd and 4th quarter. I didn't need to show much of the 3rd and 4th quarter, because all we were really doing was just running out the ball. Also, I don't know why it says Hickerson Rook got in to play quarterback. I don't know. But, Millen only missed 6 passes. 2 of those were interceptions. He didn't get sacked a whole bunch. Vivens over 100 yards. That's the game that I want from our running backs. Receiving, we didn't need to use our receivers a whole bunch. But only 3 sacks given up. Defensively, amazing game. The only thing I could say is we need more sacks, but Tywan Francis, 2 interceptions, that's perfect. Just capitalizing on the opportunities that we managed to get. But, and we got 5, I guess actually that's pretty good.
Golden also got a sack, so I guess he made up for his face mask in the thing I didn't show. He also kicked 2 field goals. But yeah, pretty much I just felt on defense it was just a great game. The best defensively called game that I've had all season. But on offense it was literally just they were in 3-3-5 all the time and they never stacked the box, and even when they were blitzing it was their safeties who had to come up a little bit, and they couldn't get, to our guys before, or they couldn't get to our running backs before they got at least 4 yards. So it was like, they're not stopping me running the ball, so I'm just going to keep running the ball. But, yeah, they kind of lost all momentum after they missed that field goal. And the only thing I want to say from a, I guess, time standpoint, as we do look at the total stats here, we do need more third down conversions. That is one thing. But I am going to be reducing the quarter length from 10 minutes to 8 minutes, because to get this down to 28 minutes and 25 minutes in the game it was really hard. The time of possession, I love that time of possession number, but honestly, I'm sick and tired of having these hour and 30-minute recordings that I have to go through and edit. So I will be shaving off those, going from 10 minutes to 8 minutes. But David Bailey earns his first player of the game, and the reason he was actually not there was simply because it was kind of like the Clay Millen situation. I just didn't really feel confident in using our best players. But going on to recruiting, we did get a commit, 1-star wide receiver Tim Herring. The only reason he's on the recruiting board is because we're graduating almost all of our receivers next year. So I wanted to get one, and I wanted to get a lot, so I added him to the board in week 1, and we got him now. But here's the rest of the board, as you can see. Leading on quite a few people. I've added a lot of new guys to the board. Generally, I stop adding around week 10, because anything past week 10 is like, well, you're probably not going to get that. You're probably not going to get that player just because you don't have the time. And I don't want to, by the time we get to the offseason, I want our recruiting board to be mostly solidified and give me 4 or 5 guys I got to go after. But, yeah, generally the league the entire NCAA in this is just kind of, the top 6 hasn't changed. The top 5 hasn't changed in weeks, and there's no one really super surprising besides Army, and they just lost. Also, you don't see Air Force on this list. They were ranked last week. They also lost. So now we have a pretty darn good chance of catching them in the Mountain. Also, Taiwan Francis won NCAA and Mountain West Conference Defensive Player of the Week, alongside Nick Starkle, who absolutely torched Wyoming. But next up, we get Boise. It's not on the blue turf, but regardless, we get Boise. It's a big chance not only to continue our winning streak in our house and get our first home win of the season, but also Air Force lost. As you can see, they're now 6-2. So if we can win this game, we can certainly control our own destiny in the Mountain. But Boise State's no pushover. They're one of the few teams rated better than us, and they still have Hank Bachmeier. But that will be all for this episode. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for the support, and I will see you all next time.